Hello everybody, how y'all doing? It is a warm and sunny, but it's in the 50s, but I feel warm because I've been out in the sun here. I waited till the afternoon. Anyways, let's start riding. I got the battery inside. I got the Powerbeats Pro blasting in my ear. All right, let's get started here. All right. All right. Whew. Oh, I feel that cold wind now. Let's go a different way. All right. So what am I going to talk about today? Oh man, I can talk about a lot of stuff here. But I'm just gonna ride. Man, I'll tell you what's been on my mind. What's been on my mind is the coronavirus. That's what I've been thinking about a lot. So today's a nice sunny day, and I'm gonna take advantage of this nice sunny day, ride my bike. I got my hot chocolate in my backpack, up in the front basket, in the front bag. I'm gonna take the shortcut. It rained like 2 days ago, but you couldn't tell by looking around. Spring, it's starting to look like spring, even though it is cold, because the leaves are starting to fall. The leaves are starting to fall. But I see some areas, the trees, the leaves are growing on the trees now. So, update. Oh, they're pressure washing, they're cleaning, or are they painting? I'm not sure if they're painting or they're pressure washing. Looks like they're painting. Looks like they're painting. I'm not sure, some kind of vapor barrier or something? Yeah, okay. Anyways. So update on the coronavirus. What's the name? COVID-19. SARS or SARS-CoV-2, also known. Oh. All right. I just heard a loud noise in the back, so I just want to make sure. All right, so the Wuhan virus. All right, South Korea, the most infection outside of China now. Right, at least the country with the most infection. Other than the, what is it, the Diamond Princess or Princess Diamond cruise ship? Over 600 people got infected on that cruise ship. So South Korea has, I think, 200 right now. Man, they had like 25, 50, 100, 200. Woo! That's crazy. They're doubling really fast. Another place, Japan. Japan's getting up there too. So it's spreading, people. It's spreading. Iran, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 5 people dead. There's reports of a whole city being quarantined. So, out of nowhere, just bam, Iran. Oh yeah, California, Humboldt County has a new confirmed case. Late last night, like 1 o'clock in the morning or 12 p.m. or 1 a.m. had a confirmed press release, confirmed case, late at night, Humboldt County. I think it's a person who traveled from China. Who knows how long they've been, walking about, spreading the virus. So California has the most confirmed cases. Technically, Texas has one case. That's because that's the evacuation from Wuhan. And probably more because they evacuated more people from the Princess Diamond cruise ship. So they got a little quarantine area for the Air Force Base out in San Antonio. So technically, no real confirmed case out in Texas. Those are all been imported from Wuhan or the cruise ship. So, anyways, but California's got the most confirmed cases inside that state, found and discovered, imported into that state. I think California's going to be the first. Well, Chicago's the first state to have human to human, husband to wife. But I think California's going to have the first community contagion. Woo! A little cool wind here. Yeah, I'm listening to some music. I'm just rocking out on my PowerBeats Pro with Amazon Music here. I'm going to enjoy every bit of my life before my whole world changes. I mean, everything's going to change, people. Everything's going to change. Nothing's going to be quite the same, at least for 2 years. In my opinion, 2 years. Italy had its first, I think, 6. They're all in critical condition. So Italy has gotten a little outbreak right there. It's spreading, people. You look at the map, China, and then Southeast Asia, Japan, Korea, Singapore, Thailand, those areas got it really bad. Now Iran, who knows what's really going on in Iran. So Iran, the Middle East is starting to get it. And then now Italy, the Mediterranean countries are now getting it. It's starting to spread. It's only a matter of time before it gets into Europe, jumps the pond, comes on the East Coast. All right. I think California's already infected. They just don't know yet. Everyone's being all quiet about it, but West Coast already has it because, you know, that's where most flights come from, right? Asia to the West Coast, Seattle, California. Not so much Portland, but they'll get there as well. Or Oregon, I should say. So Washington State, California, Oregon. Whew. I'm going to the clubhouse, of course. I waited for the sun to come out so I could have a warm ride. It's really cold today. It's going to be cold for the most of the week anyway. Like dip down into the 40s and 50s, maybe even to the 30s. So I'm gonna just enjoy my life, ride the bike before we have to all go into quarantine. I think there's probably, last I checked, there's about 7,000 under self-quarantine in America. So they were simply asked to be self-quarantined. Not federally mandated or required, but 7,000. So probably by the time you see this, about 10,000 people are under self-quarantine. That's just in America. Those numbers are going to grow, people. South America has no confirmed cases yet. That worries me a lot. And so border protection is going to be a really big deal. Border protection. That's going to be a hot button issue as this coronavirus starts spreading. Anybody who wants to talk about open borders, They've already lost the election, people. No one's going to accept an open border with the coronavirus. I don't care how liberal you are, how socialist you are, how communist you are, left, right, black, white, red, white, and blue, yellow, green, purple. It don't matter. You want some border protection. You want to mitigate as much as you can. You want to mitigate as much as you can. So this idea of open borders, that's out the window. Anybody running on that campaign is already lost. Oh man. Supply chain disruption. I haven't really felt it other than maybe getting some air filters for the car. I'll try to go out today. I really don't want to go out at all. I've been staying home. My daughter, she asked what we're going to do for the summer or winter vacation that's coming up, or spring vacation. I told her for 2 years, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere for 2 years. So 2 years, not going anywhere. I think it's going to take 2 years for a vaccine to be developed, maybe even longer. And while that's happening, this coronavirus can go around the world 3 times easily. Just to give you a point of reference, Spanish flu, or flu of 1918, that went around 3 times in 1 year. Okay, 3 times in 1 year. First wave, second wave. So Spanish flu went around 3 times before it killed most of the. I think the reason why Spanish flu died out because it killed most of the people who were most acceptable or most susceptible to the Spanish flu, and everybody else that survived, they had a pretty good immunity by that time against being infected and reinfected by that time. So Spanish flu killed out everybody who was too weak to handle it. And that's probably why Spanish flu died out. And if history repeats itself, that's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking at, people. So best thing you can do is not get infected the first time. That'd be ideal. I'm gonna take this crosswalk. Cheat a little right here. So I'm gonna take this crosswalk. Just take the sidewalk now. So wash your hands, people. Wash your hands. Get prepared. Get some gloves. Get some masks. Get some personal protective equipment. Goggles if you need to. I mean, whatever you can. Something's better than nothing. Wash your hands. If anything, I mean, get some chlorine and some water. That way you can disinfect. All right, disinfect. Chlorine and water. It's not that hard. Yeah. Keep yourself clean. Keep your house clean. I'm gonna stop here. Just be clean. That's all I can say. I mean, stop being a slob. You know, clean your house. That's all I gotta say. I have some ideas what I'm gonna do if it gets really bad. I'm gonna use my power washer to disinfect my house and my area. I think the power washer that I have has an area where it siphons from a container. I'm probably gonna put some water and bleach in that container. That way when I spray, when I use the power washer and I use the mist, it's gonna suck up some of that chlorine and water. That way I'll be able to disinfect a wide area. So I'm going to disinfect a wide area. Try to do the best I can. I'll probably have to do that frequently. I have to set up a cleaning area, like taper off a cleaning area in my entrance of my door underneath my porch. I'm just thinking out loud, you know. Last thing you want to do is get infected, because you don't know what this thing's going to do. Again, look at history. The flu of 1918, the second wave was more deadlier than the first wave. And I believe that's because you had a adverse reaction. Your immunity is having a adverse reaction to the second infection, causing acute respiratory distress syndrome. And you're going to be dying from complications. You could have heart failure, you're not getting enough oxygen. You could just die from suffocation. Google it. Flu of 1918, or Spanish flu. And let me just reiterate one more time. The Spanish flu did not originate in Spain. Spain was a neutral country during World War I. And so they reported on the pandemic during the time America, England, France, Germany, Russia, I think Russia, I'm going in another way here. They were all involved in the war, right? So they didn't want anybody to know that there's a pandemic going on in their country. Secrecy. Secrecy is what killed a lot of people. Secrecy is what killed a lot of people. All right. Whew. I'm going to enjoy this view. I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to have some hot chocolate. I'll see y'all later. I might even work out. God bless everybody. Try to survive. Stay alive. Keep fighting. Bye.